Curiosity is when you ask a question and you want to find out about it.
People with curiosity want to know information. Curiosity is like being an inquirer.
People investigate things they are curious about.
You can be curious at school. People who are curious want to know things. Curious George is a curious monkey.
You can be curious everywhere.
I got an enthusiasm award last year because I'm enthusiastic about learning. I'm enthusiastic about Chandrakahani. I am enthusiastic about math. Knowledgeable means you know a lot of stuff.
Knowledgeable means you're interested in a lot of stuff.
Knowledgeable means you're good at learning.
You can read books to be knowledgeable.
I'm knowledgeable about my math. We read a book called Wish and she wanted to be more knowledgeable and she got to go to university.
I'm knowledgeable about robots and I learned them from the movies.
My mom's knowledgeable because she's a teacher. I know about rugby.
You need tolerance in your community to be happy. Tolerance means learning from the people you don't like.
Tolerance means even though you don't like them, you still respect them.
Tolerance means being a good person. Tolerance means you don't fight.
And the doctor says snitches learn to listen about tolerance.
Tolerance is when you help each other. Tolerance means to share things with other people. When my friends are fighting, I help them solve it.
I respect my mom. Respect other people's stuff.
Respect your friends and families.
Respect people and things in the earth.
Respect your teacher when she's talking.
Respect means you don't take things that don't belong to you. Don't interrupt your friends when they're speaking.
I am open-minded because I listen to other people's ideas. Open-minded means try new things.
Open-minded people have lots of friends. If someone has an idea what to do, you don't just say no, you try it.
It doesn't matter if someone thinks differently.
I got an open-minded board because I didn't say if it was too easy or too hard. I just tried.
When someone says something that you don't agree with, you ask them why.
Open-minded means you can't say bad things. Open-minded means you listen to people.
Thinkers always think about stuff.
If you're not a thinker, you won't be smart.
If you're not a good thinker and you're in a problem, you won't know what to do. If you're not a good thinker, you won't have much in your brain.
If you're a thinker, you can solve out good problems. It's important to be a thinker because everyone got problems. If a thinker has a problem, you think of the easiest way to solve it. A risk taker is when you try out new things.
If someone's doing something wrong, you have to tell them. You need to be a risk taker to tell them to say stop.
Risk takers are people who meet other people that they haven't met.
My grandma's a big risk taker because she started a new business. If you're a risk taker, when you're doing your work, even though it's hard, you still try.
I was brave when we were doing the capoeira. Risk takers are brave.
Risk takers aren't shy.
I was a risk taker when my dad said swim up to the deepest part of the ocean, and I swam up to the deepest part of the ocean.
I was a risk taker because when I was on the water slide, I was scared, but I went.
Integrity means that if something bad is happening, you shouldn't just stand there, you should do something about it.
Don't copy other people's senses.
People with integrity should be brave and confident.
Being integrity means is a lot like principles. People who have integrity believe in themselves.
Harriet Tubman had lots of integrity because she wanted to be free, and when she got free, she didn't just stay there. She risked her life to save other slaves. Integrity means you're doing something right.
Integrity means that if you're doing something right and the other person's doing something wrong, you have to say that's wrong.
One time when my friend Aurora was playing with some other girls, and me and my other friends that weren't playing with them asked if we could play, but we weren't allowed because they said. And then Aurora said that she doesn't care if they say that we're not allowed to play, and she released us.
Inquirers think for themselves.
Inquirers never stop asking questions.
You can inquire into anything. Police officers are inquirers when they investigate. Isaac Newton was a famous inquirer. Inquirers communicate by asking questions.
A scientist is an inquirer. When Miss Young was dropping us off at at the computers, she was walking back and she saw this little boy, and Miss Young's like, what are you doing? And then he looked up and he says, watching a centipede. And then Miss Young's like, go back to class. And she thought about it, and she should have not said that because he was learning. Inquirers get really smart. Independent people do things by themselves. I feel proud when I'm independent.
If you're not independent, other people do things for you. When I'm independent, and when I use my have a go, I always get the correct answer sometimes.
In the book Owen, this little boy, he couldn't stop carrying his fluffy blanket around, so the mother made it to a handkerchief. It's good to be independent because there's not always going to be someone to help you. Empathy means you think about how other people are feeling.
This is what empathy looks like. In this book called Messiah and I, there was this girl and she was thinking how it would feel like if she was in a different country. When someone's sad or happy, you try to think how they feel. Empathy is when you think about someone else's feelings. Empathy is when you see someone sad, you walk up to them and you say what's wrong. Empathy is important because you want to know how other people are feeling.
Creativity feels fun. Creativity is about making something interesting.
Illustrators are very
Creativity is about where you use your imagination. Creativity is about building new things.
Creativity is about using your brain and not copying other people. Confident is when you like yourself. I'm confident because I like myself. Brave people are confident people. Confident people stand up straight.
Confident people doesn't mean they're shy.
Confident means you're not scared.
I was confident today at PE because when Ashley was eating bulrush, I said I could beat her, and I did.
People like confident people.
I am confident when I do my math. I was confident when it was my first time dancing in a big crowd and I still did it and it was fine.
Principal means you do the right thing.
Principal means you don't fight. I'm principal when the teacher's not there. I act principals when I'm playing.
Principal means that you know the right thing to do.
Principal is about not being naughty. When I'm principal, I help everyone.
Principled means listening. Commitment means never give up. Commitment means you do something until it's finished.
Commitment is when you only focus on one thing.
Commitment is when you focus on your work.
Commitment is about love.
Commitment is a good thing to learn. Commitment is super special. I was caring when Sky got hurt, and then I bring her to the office.
I care for when I shared my Lego Indiana Jones Wii to my brother, and my brother shared my brother's Lego Wii Star Wars. I was caring when I read books to my little sister. I care about the earth from picking up garbage. I care about the earth by recycling paper.
I care for saying thank you. I'm healthy because I'm balanced. Balanced because I try everything.
Right all the time you won't get your work done or you won't be balanced.
Worked all the time, you won't get enough free time and you wouldn't be balanced.
Being balanced is about not eating too much candy and doing one thing at one time.
People who are balanced give stuff a go.
Balance is when you try new things. It is important to be balanced because you'll have a better life.
I'm lucky because I have 2 dogs and their names are called Coco and Rusty.
I give people cards to say I'm thankful.
I appreciate by saying thank you. I appreciate my mom and dad because they hug me and I have shelter.
It feels great when people say thank you.
I appreciate my bus driver because he drops me off at school every morning.
I say thank you to my God because he protects my house.
I like it because I'm to go to school.
Being reflective is about looking at yourself.
Being reflective is about thinking how good you are. I'm reflective, and if I wasn't reflected, I wouldn't grow. Reflection and reflecting sounds the same because when you look in the mirror, you're thinking of how to look better.
It's important to be a communicator.
Communicators speak loud.
Communicators ask questions.
A communicator is a person that writes good stuff. Communicators are clear when they are talking. Communicators share ideas. Communicators think before they say something.
A communicator always speaks confidently.
If you're going to be working together, you have to be a good communicator.
If we couldn't communicate, we would be alone.
Communicators should be respectful.
To be a good communicator, you have to listen to what the other people are sharing and care for others.
Cooperation is about to have fun. Cooperation is about working together.
It will be bad if people don't cooperate. Cooperation is when you help each other.
operation is.
Away from the windows because the sun's making everyone. Okay, 1, 2. Cooper, get out of the background. Go sit down. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Balance I will be. Amendment means
A communicator shares her or he
I have a creativity is one.
All the people had integrity means you stand up to people.
Oh, it didn't video. Okay.
Oh.
So you have to press it really. Oh, we weren't recording. We're recording now. Okay, press.